Robert Henry De Niro, better known as Robert De Niro, Sr. was an American abstract expressionist painter and the father of actor Robert De Niro. Life and early career. Robert De Niro, Sr., was born in Syracuse, New York, to an Italian-American father, Henry Martin De Niro, whose parents emigrated from Verrazzano, in the province of Campobasso, Molise, and an Irish-American mother, Helen M. He was the eldest of 3 children. He and siblings John and Joan were raised in Syracuse, New York. De Niro studied at the renowned Black Mountain College under Joseph Albers from 1939 to 1940. While Albers' highly analytical approach to painting did not appeal to De Niro's more instinctive style, the experience and international perspective of the Bauhaus master nonetheless left a lasting impression. De Niro studied with Hans Hofmann at his Provincetown, Massachusetts summer school. Hofmann's teaching, focused on abstract expressionism and cubist formalism, had a strong influence on De Niro's development as a mature artist. At Hofmann's summer school, he met fellow student Virginia Admiral, whom he married in 1942. The couple moved into a large, airy loft in New York's Greenwich Village, where they were able to paint. They surrounded themselves with an illustrious circle of friends, including writers Anna S. Nin and Henry Miller, playwright Tennessee Williams, and the actress and famous Berlin dancer Valska Gert. Admiral and De Niro separated shortly after their son, Robert De Niro, Jr., was born in August 1943. After studying with Hans Hofmann in New York and Provincetown and Joseph Albers at Black Mountain College, North Carolina in the late 1930s and early 1940s, De Niro worked for 5 years at Hilary Bay unregistered trademark S legendary Museum of Non-Objective Art. In 1945, he was included in a group show at Peggy Guggenheimer unregistered trademark S Art of This Century in New York, which was a leading gallery for the art of both established European modernists and members of the emerging abstract expressionist group like Jackson Pollock, Mark Rothko, Robert Motherwell, and Clifford Still. De Niro had his first solo exhibition at Peggy Guggenheim's gallery in April and May of the following year. At that point, he was primarily working in an abstract manner, often with figural references. Sadly, much of his work from this period was lost in a studio fire in 1949. De Niro had a series of solo exhibitions in the 1950s at the Charles Egan Gallery in New York, which exhibited the work of Willem de Kooning and other early abstract expressionist artists. Critics praised De Niro unregistered trademark S compositions filled with improvised areas of vibrant color that gave way to loosely painted still lifes and curvaceous nudes. By the mid-1950s, De Niro was regularly included in important group exhibitions such as the Whitney Annual, the Stable Annual, and the Jewish Museum. He was awarded a Longview Foundation Award in 1958. From 1961 to 1964, De Niro traveled to France to paint in Paris and in the surrounding countryside. Collector Joseph Hirschhorn purchased a number of the artist's paintings and works on paper during this period through De Niro's Galvest, Virginia Zabriskie, which are now in the permanent collection of the Hirschhorn Museum and Sculpture Garden in Washington, D.C. In 1968, he was awarded a Guggenheim Fellowship. Later career. Throughout the 1970s and 1980s, De Niro continued to exhibit in museums and galleries throughout the United States, including New York, San Francisco, Kansas City, Los Angeles, and Washington, D.C. He taught at several art schools and colleges including the Cooper Union, the New School for Social Research and the School of Visual Arts. De Niro was a visiting artist at Michigan State University's Department of Art in the spring of 1974. His work is included in several museum collections including, Albright Knox Art Gallery, Arkansas Art Center, Brooklyn Museum, Baltimore Museum of Art, the Butler Institute of American Art, Corcoran Gallery of Art, Crocker Art Museum, the Denver Art Museum, the Hecker Museum of Art, Hirschhorn Museum and Sculpture Garden, Kansas City Art Institute, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, the National Academy Museum, Mint Museum, Parish Art Museum, Provincetown Art Association and Museum, Smithsonian American Art Museum, Weatherspoon Art Museum, Whitney Museum of American Art, Yale University Art Gallery, and the Yellowstone Museum Art Center. D.C. Moore Gallery represents the estate of Robert De Niro, Sr. The first exhibition of his works at the gallery was in April 2012. In June 2014, Robert De Niro, Sr. Paintings and Drawings, 1948-1989 opened at D.C. Moore Gallery. Death and Legacy. Robert De Niro, Sr., died of cancer at age 71, on the morning of May 3, 1993, in New York City. He is interred at Kensico Cemetery in Valhalla, New York. The 1993 film A Bronx Tale was dedicated to De Niro, Sr. after his death. It was the directorial debut of De Niro, Jr. In 2010, De Niro, Jr. announced the creation of the Robert De Niro, Sr. Prize, an annual $25,000 prize administered by the Tribeca Film Institute and funded by De Niro, Jr. that focuses on a mid-career American artist devoted to the pursuit of excellence and innovation in painting. Past winners include Stanley Whitney, Joyce Pensato, and Catherine Murphy. De Niro, Sr. is the subject of the 2014 short documentary Remembering the Artist, in which his life and career are chronicled in the artist's own words by his contemporaries, and De Niro, Jr. According to De Niro, Jr., the thought of what hey unregistered trademark s done, all his work, I can't unregistered trademark t not but make sure that it unregistered trademark s held up and remembered. So I just want to see him get his due. That unregistered trademark s my responsibility, and he used to always say that artists are always recognized after their unregistered trademark free long gone. References. External links. Robert De Niro, Sr. Artist page at D.C. Moore Gallery, Estate of Robert De Niro, Sr. Robert De Niro, Sr. Paintings and Drawings 1960-1993, D.C. Moore Gallery, 2012. Essay by David Moose. New York Times Exhibition Review, 2012. Art Daily, D.C. Moore represents Estate of De Niro, Sr., 2012. Art News 1958. De Niro works on a series of pictures. Black Mountain College Museum Plus Arts Center, the Black Mountain College Project, a PBS documentary on Black Mountain College, Art Cyclopedia page on De Niro, Art Site Guide biography at the Wayback Machine, Artist page at Julie Nestor Gallery.